What's up, everybody? I'm Derek Gamer, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're back, and today I am going to talk about my journey playing Path of Exile. So I started playing Path of Exile about 2 weeks ago because one of my subscribers, I was doing a challenge of Monster Hunter. That's my main game I play, and one of my subscribers was like, "Hey, you should check out Path of Exile. You like Diablo, you might like it as well." And I was like, you know what? Right now we're in between games, so let's check it out. So I decided, you know what? Let me go into it naked. I started looking at some information, say, hey, what's this game about? How do I get started in it? And kind of like some background information. And the first thing I heard everyone tell me left and right is use a build guide, use a build guide, use a build guide. All the builds will say use a build guide. And for me, that's kind of a turn off. I didn't like that because I don't like just following someone else's instruction when I'm playing the game. I like to go into the game, have fun, and read the text, figure out how this skill works. And granted, yes, it can get confusing when it has your slots and your gems and the passive trees, what really gets people like super over the edge when it comes to like building your character. But I feel like that's part of the fun. And also too, when you start breaking it down, you recognize that they have every single class in here, and that's why it looks so big. Like all the classes that are currently available in the game are in here. So what you want to do is identify how you want to play, then start reading the areas, and you kind of say, okay, this works for me, this works for me, this works for sword. For example, I use a two-handed sword, and I kind of started looking at, oh, where two-handed stuff? Oh, look at some bleed stuff. Oh, look at some leech stuff. And you just kind of make it your own, which is what I feel the game is meant to be. It's meant to be made your own, especially in a game like this, where I guess we can call this a sandbox where you can kind of do whatever you want, make whatever you want. You can equip whatever you want, use whatever skills you want. Will your build be as optimal? Maybe no, maybe not. But I think that's where the fun comes in. I think people starting out, if you're gonna go into Path of Exile 2, like I'm going into it, I don't have it's funny because when I started this game, a lot of people in my chat were saying, I got 10,000 hours, I got 5,000 hours in the game, I got 20,000 hours. I'm like, oh my God. This game, the last one came out, I believe, 10 years ago. So there's a lot of history here. A lot of history of people playing the game, and I love that. And the cool thing about that is, that kind of motivated me even more to hear there's people that have been playing this game for 20,000 hours and they're still going. I was like, damn, that must be one, a truly riveting experience, fun game, a lot of content, and it's a live service game. So they'll continue to add stuff to it. And from my understanding, GGG, people love this developer because they listen and they do things that the community likes. And it made a good game. This made a good game and people like it. So for me, going back to the main point is have enjoyed my time in this game. I found myself hooked in this game like when I first started playing Monster Hunter, when I first played Demon Souls, because I love building my character. I love the aesthetics. I love the skills. I love how they put things together, and it's fun. It's just fun. And like for me, I'm dating myself here, but it kind of takes me back to playing old school Zelda on Super Nintendo, this top-down view. So for people that are new to the genre, it takes a little getting used to. First things getting used to is the controller, that portion on how the game is looked down. No, Orb Alchemy, I'll take that. So this game it's third person, but it's top-down view, and it takes a little getting used to, but it's super fun when you start kind of getting used to and kind of get over like the traditional third-person action RPG look. The next thing I want to talk about that a lot of people had a lot of opinions about, and they still have opinions about it in my regard, is playing on mouse and keyboard versus playing on controller, playing on console. For me right now, I'm playing on PC. And I play on controller because it feels so good and it feels so comfortable. And honestly, the fact that I was able to play Diablo 4 on controller well, and it felt amazing, and it worked really, really well, it motivated me to say, hey, let's check this game out. Because I don't play mouse and keyboard games. This is typically a point and click kind of game. I'll pick this up for the orbs. And I decided that, you know what? Let me check it out. And a lot of people, they've said a lot of opinions like, oh, the inventory management is trash. It's trash on console. It just takes getting used to. A lot of people, if you realize, if you know things about people, they quit early. People quit things early. They try it for 2 seconds, I hate it, and they go back to what they're used to. And ultimately, that's what it comes down to, what they're used to. Is mouse and keyboard bad? No, but I'm used to controller. I have a natural affinity to be good in these games that are controller based, so I'm going to continue to play games how it feels good for me. So the moral of the story is, don't worry about other people, play the game the way you like it, and just have fun. I have 60 hours on this game so far right now. I know that's tiny. I know it's tiny, but my 60 hours have been fun, and I'm going to continue to play this game for a foreseeable future. Yes, we're gonna move on. I started this game because I wanted to play Path of Exile 2. It's a new, fresh version of the game, and I wanted to make sure I come with some kind of foundation, understanding the game, the genre, the culture. So that's why I kind of dove into this one. I get it. They're making the next game they're making. It's gonna be more accessible. It's gonna have some Souls-like elements as far as bosses. You don't get infinite chances to fight bosses like you do in this one. The stagger meter, combat's different. They do a lot of things to really make it fresh. And I kind of see this game as being like the Monster Hunter Wilds, Monster Hunter Wilds to Capcom, with Monster Hunter Wilds being more mainstream in a good way that invites in more players. And I feel like this game, Path of Exile 2, is going to do something very similar as well. It's going to bring in new players, new fresh blood, and I guess that's my next thing, the community. The community has been amazing. They've been very nice, and I don't want to say just because I'm a content creator, they've been super nice to me, because they come in the chat, they share things, they don't spoil things. They just want to see you enjoy the game they're enjoying, and I think that's what kind of got me and Dan. Oh, look at that, armor evasion and a 5 gem. I'll take that. Thank you so much. Thank you. They've been so nice. The community has been super nice to me in my time playing the game, and that's what's fun. I think someone came in my chat and they're like, yeah, we learned that you want to be nice to new players because you want them to stick around, because if they stick around, they'll buy stuff in the game and giving the developers opportunity to make more money, to make our game even better. So like, I love the maturity to the community in this game. I'm sure there's some knuckleheads, some silly boys and silly girls that want to go out there and start some problems, but majority of the time I've had some good time playing it, and people have been very nice to me in my time playing the game. So one, play the game the way you want it to be. You don't need to follow a build guide. Will it make it easier? Will it streamline some things for you? Yes, it will. It absolutely will, because someone has done all the thinking for you. If you want to kind of play the game, if you're super casual, don't want to get too invested, follow a build. If you work, you got a full time, you got a family, I understand you can't really invest the time to kind of learn all the things. Absolutely, check out a build guide. Someone help you get what you need to get going. Matter of fact, I make build guides, and that's what I do in Elden Ring, Monster Hunter, and what I'm going to do in this game with my characters. So take out some of the pain points for you by just playing the game and kind of giving you the heads up on things you might not have recognized or seen while going to the game. So I'll recommend it. I'll recommend it for people that don't have the time to invest, and check out a build guide. But more importantly, have fun. There's gonna be a lot of things happening in the game. There's gonna be a lot of excitement. You're gonna see a lot of content on your home feed around people figuring things out. This game is gonna be a massive game. They're saying that by the time early access ends, and I believe that's next June, the game is gonna double in size, and the game already looks like it has like 500-600 hours, 1,000 hours already worth of gameplay. So that's the cool thing about this game, is a live service game is gonna keep on living. I felt that it's been fair. I have not had the need to upgrade or buy anything in my time as far as like microtransactions. What I've been told is that the microtransactions in this game is actually really fair, and the cool thing is I think your stashes and some things, some cosmetics you bought actually can transfer over to Path of Exiles too. So very cool stuff happening. So this is kind of like my review. So the story, I played this game for the gameplay. I wanted to just learn as much mechanics as I can before I kind of dove into the game. So I didn't really catch the story too much. As I listened to some things, it's starting to heat up based on where I am. Right now I'm currently in Act 7. So things are starting to get a little wild. Things are starting to get hit a little harder. My resistance is starting to matter a little bit more. And I think that's where the fun comes in. And like, okay, I have all these pieces. I want to do more damage, but I also got to protect myself as well. So like, I gotta balance that act out, and that's where a lot of fun comes in, and then crafting the builds. So if you're interested in that kind of gameplay, if you're looking for something fun to play over the next couple of months, the holiday season, I recommend it. It's gonna be free to play. If you can buy the supporter pack, is $30, I believe, or you can watch some live streams. I'll be live on Twitch. They have drops. You might be able to pick one up that way as well. But overall, my experience has been great. I'm loving the game. I'm addicted to the game. You can tell by the uploads I have on the channel that we've been really having a good time, kind of diving in, new genre, new feel, new things. And I just know there's a lot of depth to the game. What I can't decide yet is I don't know if I want to play Monk as my next character in Path of Exile 2, or do I want to go Warrior? So I'm still like working on that aspect. You see, even right now, it's starting to get a little crazy. It looks like he has 2 of them that he might drop. Oh my goodness. Damn. Okay, and oh, he did drop 2 of them now. Nice. I love it. I love it. It's just the loot, the system. Also, too, they did a lot of things to simplify a lot of things. The game still will be super complex, but they did a lot of things that's time to kind of simplify it for a lot of newcomers, so they don't feel too overwhelmed when they're playing the game. So, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is just my review on the game. Gameplay is amazing. Builds are dope. Game feels good. Sounds good. Even the 10-year-old game now, it looks relatively good. It looks good in my opinion from what I've been playing. The gameplay is super addicting, and that's what you do 99% of the time. So you want to be a good gameplay loop, and I feel it. Also, too, in the next game, you're not going to just be seeing people just run one skill like you did in Path of Exile 1, because they changed the way that the whole skill system works. It's no longer dependent on slotting into your weapon, but more slotting onto your character. So that's cool. That's really, really cool. They did that because they want people. I guess they got tired of seeing people only use one skill. Like I'm using Cyclone right now. I have 2. I have Cyclone. I have this one, and I also have my Leaf Slam. But I most likely use my Leaf Slam to like traversal across the map because it's so quick and fast. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new, subscribe. Till next time, to your gamer signing out.